Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and welcome back to How to Program. Today we're going to be talking about arrays. Arrays are basically containers for multiple pieces of data. So usually in most high-level programming languages, you're going to find arrays are looking like this. And now arrays will have something called an index. So and all arrays start at index number 0. So it's like position in a line, right? Or you could think of that. Okay, how about you could think of it like this. If you remember from math or geometry or whatever you went up to in high school or college or whatnot, you had the Cartesian coordinate system. In the Cartesian coordinate system, you have an x and a y, right? So you have x here is 0, has a y position of something. And the x position 1 has another y value of something, and 2, etc., etc. So you can think of it as that. So at the 0, so you can think of it as the as this be the I, which is usually noted as the index. So the index is at 0. Let's say we have an int stored of 2. So if I say, and for example, let's call this code. So this would be the code array, and we want to look at array number 0. It will return 2. So that will say that is equal to 2, and then it will return that 2 value, and let's say that that's just what we call the return, what it returns. So you can store multiple values in here of different things. And you could store any primitive that you want in there, and it could be whatever you want. You could have strings, ints, doubles, floats, any kind of data structure. You could have students. For example, you could have like I said, students, employees, anything, any sort of data structure inside here. But what you have to remember is that there is an index, right? So here if we do 0, now if we change this to 1, it will return 6. If we change this to 2, it will return 3. If we change this to 3, it will return 5. So you can store multiple pieces of data all in one variable, because this is technically still a variable. Here's the name identifier to that variable, and it is a type int array. It's an int array. So, and then when you initialize it here, so let's say for example we have code in here, you have to arrays cannot change size. They're not dynamic. They're very specific. So let's say that we have a card, a deck, right? So we have 52 cards in a deck. So here we only have 52 positions, and 0 is 1. So it goes from 0 to 51. So you have 52 places in here where you could have multiple pieces. But you could also, like I said, have data structures. So each piece has multiple parts in it. So I'll explain that later when we go over classes. But what you have to know here and take away from this video is that an array is a container of 2 points mainly. You have the index, and then you have what the value is at that index. So this is like that. So if you ask for what is at 0, it'll give you 2. What is at 1, it's 6. What is at 2, it's 3. And you could set those values. All you have to do is have an equal sign. So you're setting it just like a value, just like a variable. And then you say at 3, I want it to be 5. So now you set it to 5. And then if you get rid of this and you ask what the code is at 3, it'll return this 5 value. So like I said, it's a Cartesian coordinate system setup. So you could also think of it as a table. So you have here I, and then you have the x, for example, the x value returns. So I have index of 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then you could set these to whatever you want. Let's say we have a string, so we're going to say like Bob, Bill, Steve, and Tom. And then if you ask, so now this is all in one variable. We'll call it employees. That's all in one variable, and all you have to do if you're looking for the name Steve, you just ask for index 2, and it will return Steve. So all that inside that one variable container, and you can make it as big as you want. All you have to do is specify inside when you initialize it that you want, say, 20. You want 20 items in there. And that's how it works. You have the index, and then you have the value at that index, and you are done with that. Alright, so it's been Steven from LegitTechTutorials. If you like this video, please subscribe for more videos like it. And I'd like to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, email me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Later.